What's up, YouTube? It's me, Kirby, and this is another episode of Kirby Q. Might as well say TV as long as some of my videos run. Okay, I'm cooking on the gateway again today. I'm going to be practicing on my competition pork. So that's another, again, just still trying to get used to using the drum for cooking. And as I shared in my last video, we came in 11th place with pork. So again, I just need to do some practice so I can scooch up to the 10th, 5th, 6th, 7th, wherever place when I compete in Currituck in November. And I'm also going to introduce a new sauce to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, today. And a fellow YouTuber sent me some of his special made sauce. And so I'm going to give that a try on some of the pork that I use for pulled, and I'm going to give his sauce a taste, see what it tastes like. All right, let's go in. Let's go ahead and get the pork trimmed up, injected, and rubbed down, and ready to go on the smoker. All right, stay tuned. So let's go ahead and get started with trimming this pork butt. Of all the competition meats, to me this is the easiest one to trim. You really don't have to do a whole lot to it if you don't want to. So I'm gonna just, first of all, as I've shared before, this here is the money muscle. You have nice striations of fat throughout, intramuscular fat throughout the piece of meat. You can go to Harry Sue's channel and see what the technical name is for it, but this is the choice piece of meat that you look on a Boston butt if you're going to do competition barbecue, that you really want to put some time and effort into shaping up and making it look good and pretty. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to clean this up and get it trimmed out nice and neat so it can look good when we go to make some medallions out of it when we get it, when it's all said and done. So first thing I want to do is, here I have the money muscle. Back here is the horn, right between the blade, the bone. This hunk of meat right here is often referred to as horn meat. It's darker meat, and sort of like we think of dark meat chicken is usually kind of moist and stuff. So most teams may turn in pieces from the horn. And then the other part is underneath here, and this piece of this butt has a nice it looks like about a 1/4 inch of fat going across most of it, which is going to protect some of this intramuscular, some of this, there's other meat that's hidden underneath this fat that we can use to make our what's going to be considered pulled pork in competition that you can get from. All right, so it has a good fat cap. I'm not going to score it or do anything to it like that until I'm all said and done. I will put some seasoning on it and before it goes on to the drum. So that being said, first thing first, as I just told you, I want to focus on getting this money muscle trimmed out. So I'm gonna make my cut in, and this piece of the butt I don't use. Maybe some other teams might use it, but I don't use it, and most of the other guys whose classes I've taken don't use it. So what I'm gonna do is just cut straight back and cut it off. Now, I don't let it go to waste. I do use it. I just don't use it right here. And it will be on the smoker. So I'm just going to season this piece up by itself. I'm going to go ahead and cut this extra fat off because like I said, I'm going to use it. But for my competition practice, I don't want this fat on it. I mean, I don't need it up there. And for what I'm going to make some pulled pork afterwards, because there's a special sauce I want to introduce you to. Before you, I want to introduce you to it. I want to introduce myself to it. That someone sent me to try, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Alright, so I'm going to set this to the side for now. Alright, so I've trimmed that back. The next thing I want to do is look at my money muscle and just begin to shape it up. off any extra fat that I don't think is gonna render down. I'm trying not to put my shoulder in the way of the camera. One of these days I'll get me a better setup. I want to come back here and clean some of this fat off. Okay, and go right in here. See this fat, I want to clean it off too. I think for me, looking at that money muscle, that's about all I'm going to do to that. Next thing I want to do is remove this bone out of it. Now I know I can get a boneless butt, but for some reason I just prefer to do it this way. I don't know why. I'm going to go ahead and remove this bone from around the horn. Alright, so now I just want to clean it up and shape it up. Like that. Cut this off. And I'm just going to square it up. All right, and that is all. I'm going to clean this up right here. All right. There we go. All right, that is my butt. Okay. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and get it injected. What I think I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and season these pieces with my choice rubs for today. I'm going to be using Boys Night White Lightning as my base. Plowboys Bovine Bold. And Cimarron Dot Sweet. Now these are going to be the same rubs I use on the butt. So when it comes time for me to do the butt, I won't record that part because you already know what rubs I'm using. Alright, here's a cup of my injection, which consists of Oak Ridge Game Changer, Heath Rouse Pork Injection, Okie Smokies Juice, and some salt, hot sauce. Jet this all over the butt. So what I'm doing now is just pat that dry and apply my rubs, and like I said, you already know what rubs I'm going to use. So I just come back when I'm all sitting down so you can see what the finished product looks like. Okay, and here's the final product with all the rub applied to it. When I put it on the smoke, I'm going to put a little piece of aluminum foil under here to help set the money muscle up some to keep it from getting too dark on that side. Alright, we're going to get the pit lit up and see you out there. Alright, let's go ahead and get stuff on the old smoker. Start the pork over the water pan. And I have some chickens that I need to put on. Alright, so we're going to shut her down. Just my dampers. And I think we're ready to go. Alright, so I have the butt on. I'm going to start it over the water pan because I need to get those chickens done because they're for somebody. And I'm probably going to run out of daylight since we're entering that time of year when the sun starts setting sooner. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start the butts over the water pan for the first hour. After that, I'm going to rotate it. Then it's going to, then every hour on the hour after that, I'll be rotating the butt. I may flip it, I may not, I don't know, I know. But anyway, on the barbecue league, that's one of the things that they'll do. They'll spin their racks. I think it's about every hour. All right. Well, I'm just gonna watch this for a couple of minutes. Make sure that the needle is staying on 300. Then I got a honeydew list I need to go fulfill. Okay. All right, I'm rambling. Let me end this segment and go do what my wife wants me to do before I end up sleeping on the curb. All right. Okay, YouTube, I've completed my first spin for so far. So I already spent them. Sorry I didn't record it, but I'm trying to get those chickens done, and so I didn't want to have the lid off for too long. Hey, Scott. And then so maybe the next time I rotate, I'll show you just so you can see me doing it. And we're running out of daylight, so I probably won't do no more recording outside. Probably just going to finish cooking it after I do that next spin. And then I just take you inside. I should be breaking it down and cutting it up, what I will put into a box. And then trying some of that special sauce that one of my favorite YouTubers sent me, and give that a try. Alright, so y'all hang in there. Alright, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is pan it. And normally bring it in here so you can see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and get some temps on it. Alright. So right at the temp that I want it to be, at least 160 something. Go ahead and take it off. How that looking to you? Cooking out. Let's come over this way. Do a pan goes. So if you're in the barbecue league, you know about this. All right. I'm gonna put this back on the smoker, let it go for about an hour. Well, I'm gonna say 30 minutes. Come back and check where the money muscle is at, and may remove the money muscle and then wrap it back up. All right, just gonna get the lid off, get this back on. All right, hope my mug ain't too fat. All right, so like I said, in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna come back, check the money muscle, see where that's at. If it's where I want it to be, I'm gonna go ahead and separate it and put it into a Cambro and let the rest of it finish cooking. All right, see you in a few. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the butt out. Let's go ahead and give it a temperature check on the money muscle. Hopefully I haven't overcooked it. Bring you in. Alright, probably went way over. Yeah, I did. It's gonna crumble apart. Let's see where the rest of it is at. All of it is probing pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is just put it back on and let the bark tack up. Shot of that. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and give it about 10 minutes to let the bark tack up on it. I may give it another dust and a rub, then I'm gonna take it inside, let it rest for a little while, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull it apart. All right. All right, let's go ahead and see what I can get out of this, but hopefully it's not too overcooked, and I can show you how I pull it apart. There's our butt. Let's go ahead and separate the money muscle. Set that over there. Just pick me up. Oh man, love the flavor. And this is the fat cap that we left on. Let's go underneath and see how much of this bacon we can use.
Just want to scrape some of the fat back off of it. So me having to do that, so seeing it's not really as tender as I would like it to be. I'm just gonna put this back in here for a second. Again, just try to clear off some of the fat on it. Obviously this is not as, at least for competition standards, not as tender as I want it to be, because this should just scrape off. Probably should let it go a little bit longer, but gotta finish the video. Move that to the side. Get this fat off. Then what I want to try to do, go ahead and even this up. That'll be my cord in the box. Okay. That'll be my cord. Yeah, I tell you, I'm really loving the flavor of it. This one will be my pull. Let's see how my money muscle. Let me go get my. I'm liking the flavor of it. Now this isn't the knife I should be carving with, but I'm gonna see if it'll work for me. Got 6 pieces out of that. Let's get this money muscle, the horn. Let's go ahead and cube it up for my chunks. What I want to do is make sure some of the bark is presented. The next what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some, going to sauce it. I'm not, if it needed a finishing rub, I would add it, but the taste that I'm getting, I don't think it needs it. So I'm just going to put this on it. Chunks. And I didn't do a greenery box, but I am going to box it up. And normally when I'm doing a comp, I have paper towels going around the edges to protect it, so I don't have to worry about the barbecue getting on the box. Let's clean it up. And all right, I hope y'all can see that pretty good. Take it down some. My box. All right, now let's go ahead and try some of this special sauce that a fellow YouTuber sent me. Let's get you out of the way. I do have a Roman pork puller and some bear claws, but they're inside my trailer and I don't feel like going back out. So I'm just going to do it old school way with a fork. Get some pulled out of it. And this thing, it tightened up on me, this roast here. But again, it's not a piece that I would use in the comp. But if you're wondering why it's not pulling as easy, because it tightened up on me. But I think that's good enough just for the sample. The sauce sent to me from my man Charles over at No Coffee Needed. And he's in South Carolina, and if I remember correctly, he's a former pastor. He really inspired me with the testimony that he had regarding his bout with cancer. And if you haven't heard that, go over to his channel and check it out. It's a real inspiring testimony. How he went through and survived his bout with cancer. And here's his sauce. No coffee needed. Big Daddy Original Barbecue Sauce. It is a mustard based sauce. He's from South Carolina. And so that mustard sauce is that particular region of the country is known for its mustard sauce. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, I'm gonna try the mustard sauce once in my life. I made it myself. Now I don't know if I ever made a video for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull some of this over this. So mix it in. So, I'm gonna get me a fork. I'm gonna give this a try. Y'all know what? This ain't bad. Chad, this is a good sauce, man. You have the right balance of the vinegar, mustard, and some sweetness to it. Man, this is really good. I'm surprised. This is a really good sauce. I wonder how this tastes on the chicken. Maybe that's what I'll do next with some chicken. But Charles, Chad, that's a good sauce, man. That is a good sauce. I don't know if that's your secret recipe, but that is a good sauce, man. Thank you for sharing it with me. Man, I like that. I hear Joanne on the phone, otherwise I would call her in here to try it. But this has been my pork cook, and that is good. Wow. Okay. Chad, you got something on your hands, man. That is good. Another piece of the horn. I didn't try the horn. And that's tight too. But great flavor, just tight. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend. If you aren't a subscriber to my channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification all, so you'll be notified when and if I upload another video. But I appreciate you watching. Gentlemen and ladies, light your pits and fire for effect. Y'all have a great day.